Alright, I wanted to do a quick video on why I'm happy that the 2018 Nissan Leaf is going to be one of the cars that has over 200 miles range. And basically it's just because I feel aside from Tesla, Nissan has done more to get the ball rolling on electric vehicles than any other company. Obviously Tesla far and above has done more than anyone else. Elon Musk is a man of vision. He's just done so many incredible things. Batteries are a million times better than they used to be because of what Tesla has done. They've offered great cars. They focus on electric cars. They're not distracted by gas cars they're trying to produce. And they've just made electric cars seem cool and sexy and stuff. And they've done way more than anyone else to get the ball rolling on electric cars. But I feel like after Tesla, Nissan's done the most. The Leaf, there's already been over 250,000 of them sold since they've come out in 2011, and there's only about 1 million electric cars on the road right now, so that's like almost 25% of the electric cars on the road are Nissan Leafs. So a lot of people who have had experience with electric cars have had it with the Leaf. And like California and Europe and some places have a lot of selection of electric vehicles you can choose from. But in a lot of the world, like most of the United States and a lot of other places, basically you have the Leaf and maybe you can order a Tesla, and sometimes there might be something else. Like here on Maui, if I look up electric vehicles online, you'll see a bunch of Nissan Leafs, you'll see a few Teslas, and then you'll see some BMW i3s. So there's only 3 different car companies that make electric cars represented here on Maui and even on Oahu, which has about 1 million people. And I feel it's probably that way a lot of places. So right now it's availability, and I didn't want a car that had done so much, a car company that had done so much to help get electric cars off the ground, to become obsolete and fall behind the times as technology advance. I'm very happy that they're one of the 3 companies that are going to be having the 200 plus range. And obviously there's not only 3 companies, because if you take things like Lucid Air and Faraday Future and stuff, but basically at the end of this year, there'll be 3 companies that have cars over 200 miles range that aren't ridiculously expensive. Right now, there's only one, and that's the Chevy Bolt, which isn't available everywhere yet. It's May right now, so currently it's in dealerships across 14 different states, which is pretty decent. And come this September, it will be available in all 50 states. The Model 3 comes out this July, or starts production anyway, but they're way backlogged. There's like 500,000 reservations, so it's gonna be a while before a normal person can just go get a Model 3. And the Nissan, the 2018, you're supposed to have a choice between a 40K battery, a 40 kilowatt battery, and a 60 kilowatt battery, which is a choice between 140 miles of range and 220 miles of range. So that's supposed to get unveiled in September, and I'm sure it will hit dealerships shortly after that. So right now, due to Teslas being so backed up, you're basically going to have a choice of a Chevy Bolt or a Nissan Leaf. So the Leaf's staying relevant for a little while, and I'm glad about that. I think they did a good job with the Leaf too. Like, you watch YouTube videos and stuff, and people complain that some of the electric cars had like weird braking and maybe other little things, but they did a really good job with this. The braking's really good, the steering's really good. Me, driving this is a lot like driving just a regular run-of-the-mill automatic car, except for it's really, really smooth, really, really quiet, and its acceleration is instant. Like, you don't have to get the RPMs up. It's just right out of the gate, there's a lot of like torque. So those 3 things make it better than driving a regular automatic. But it's basically like you don't have to learn anything new. The shifter's a little bit different, but it's really easy and takes like 2 seconds to figure out. It's just different than what you'd be used to with a gas car. And starting, it's different. Instead of putting a key in and turning the ignition, you just push like a computer start button and it comes on. But it was designed very well that people could just get an electric car and feel right at home like they do in their gas car, and I really appreciate that they did that. So anyway, I'm really happy with what the Leaf has done for the electric car industry. I'm really happy with my Leaf. I'm happy that people were paranoid about the batteries going out so that they depreciated fast, and now there's electric cars available to people that don't have $30,000. You have 10, 15,000, or even slightly less than 10. You can find these online or someplace nearby and actually get an electric car, whereas before it might have seemed more like a pipe dream. So I'm just glad that they're still relevant. I was sad they were gonna go the way of the dinosaur when these 200+ mile ranges started coming out. I'm like, come on, Nissan, pick up your game, and they did, and that makes me very happy.